What was it about your approach at the plate that you changed?
I found the difference between being ready to hit and actually being ready to hit. And people are like, wait, what? And for me, that was, I was going to the plate and I would go up and I would have an at bat and say I would strike out. I would walk back to the dugout and my hitting corner would be like, you weren't ready to hit. And I was like, I thought I was, I went up there and he was like, he goes, when you click and you find out what it means to really be ready to hit, he goes, watch what will happen. And so he had me just basically start a little bit earlier and get in my launch position, I would say, on time and where it should be. And I just started raking. The last, I would say 2-3 weeks, I hit 3 or 4 home runs, started getting some base hit, like extra base hits, really starting to tear the cover off the ball. And it's all because at that time I knew, hey, I went up there every pitch. I was ready to go. I was ready every pitch to just let it go and just unleash on something. And previously I thought that I was, but I wasn't,
Yeah.
So it's kind of a weird, it's one of those just like baseball freak, like weird things you say, but it makes sense to a baseball player, so.
No, honestly, I get it. Like, I'm a professional stand-up comedian, right? So one of the things about, I'm sure baseball and the arts are very similar, that you feel sometimes like you're plateauing and you're doing the same thing over and over and over and over, and you're just plateauing and you don't feel like you're getting better. And then all of a sudden something clicks, like you mentioned, and then you just feel like you're on a rocket ship upwards.
Take off.
Yep. Yeah, man.
And there's no better feeling, because I was doing well, I was making good progress. But on the inside, I'm like, man, I could be doing something. It's not that I wanted more. It was just, I could be doing a little extra to be better every day, and once I figured that out for hitting, defense, and like even mentally, I think that's when my career this year really kind of took a turn in the really good direction. So.
Well, that's exciting for all us Jays fans too, man. I'm glad to hear that. Before I let you go, I've got one last question. Just curious about your goals for 2021. Just obviously you want to get to the bigs. That's beside the point. But what are you looking to improve on this year, and where are you hoping to get?
Obviously, the goal is the big leagues. I think I should be there. That's just my opinion. But goals, I want to pick up where I left off. I'm not asking for too much. I'm not trying to do too much. I think the player that I was when I left Rochester, I think was a big league ready player. I think where my mind was at, where my approach was at, where my defense was at, was the best I've ever been in my career. And I don't need to do more. I feel like that's a good pickup spot. I think if I can go into spring training with that mindset and where I was at, I think that'll give me a steady growth and healthy improvement to the big leagues. I think, if I try and go out and I try and, I'm going to hit 25 bombs this year, I'm going to do this. Like, I think that's where a lot of people get in trouble, because then they try and do too much. For me, I know if I can be the guy that I was in Rochester at the end and be that player, those things will happen. Those numbers the homers, the doubles, it'll come along, so that's it. Just be the player that I was and not try and be someone else.
Well, we're rooting for you, my man. We're all excited to see you in a Blue Jays uniform. Thank you so much, Jordan, for taking the time to talk to us today. Honestly, it means a lot, man. And best of luck to you in wherever you're playing this year.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Hi, this is Jordan Groshans with the Toronto Blue Jays, and I am in the Walk Off podcast with Scott Belford and Adam Mack. Thank you for listening.
Nailed it, buddy. Thank you so much, bud. Yeah, man.
Appreciate you guys having me. I enjoyed
it. Yeah, buddy. Enjoy your golf game, dude.